Howdy, y'all. I'm Jonathan Roeder, and I have the privilege of leading the developer experience organization within Experience Cloud within Adobe and welcoming you to our third Developers Live event. While we miss the energy of in-person connections, these digital experiences allow us to engage with more of you across the global community than ever before. And this is our biggest show yet, with over 100 speakers providing sessions across Experience Cloud, Document Cloud, Creative Cloud. We're all here. So thank you for joining us today. And since we came together in February, we've continued to grapple with the evolving global health crisis, devastating fires, floods, and storms, and geopolitical upheaval. Yet through it all, people across the globe continue to embrace new ways of connecting, learning, and conducting business in a digital-first environment. We've moved from a world with digital to a digital-first world, and there's no going back. The pandemic dramatically accelerated this shift and propelled customer expectations higher than ever. This is happening across industries, including highly regulated ones, as businesses pick up the pace in embracing digital. And we're tracking the changing dynamics of the digital economy in real time with the Adobe Digital Economy Index. We see, for instance, the staying power of habits formed during the pandemic, with consumers spending over $541 billion in e-commerce from January through the month of August this year, 58% more than what we saw 2 years ago. We're also forecasting that even before the big holiday shopping season begins on November 1st, consumers will have spent more online than they did in all of 2019. So this year's growth is really building from the higher base we set in 2020. In short, the digital economy and digital transformation continue to reshape daily life, even amidst some return to normalcy. Across Adobe, we're seeing these changes have a profound impact on how people across industries work. We're seeing the growing ranks of creators across a variety of systems and mediums. Technology has enabled more people than ever to create, to share their creativity with others, and to monetize their talents in new ways. Content creation and consumption is exploding across every device and channel, and people are reflecting on life choices and reinventing themselves, starting new jobs, new businesses, and following their passions. We're seeing the ever-rising adoption of ML, as AI innovation has once again escaped academia to become an indispensable facilitator in our daily lives. In fact, 86% of business leaders say that AI is becoming a mainstream technology at their company this year. We're seeing a growing focus on collaboration as remote and distributed teams work to deliver product and experience innovations more quickly than ever before. So we're particularly excited to share with you today Adobe development tools and community resources across the end-to-end customer and user lifecycle, from design and content creation to document services and customer experience management. We have a number of new initiatives that we're announcing today to help developers build on, extend, and engage with Adobe apps. So I'm not allowed to spill all the tea, but upcoming keynote speakers, all leaders within Adobe who are passionate about developer capabilities, we'll give you overviews, and we have 2 days worth of deep dive sessions, all with one overarching theme: empowering you as a developer, as creative, as technical creators in this digital-first world. So Aubrey will walk you through Creative Cloud, the industry's most powerful suite of creative applications, and the developer platform capabilities that will enable you not just to utilize, but extend this amazing suite now and as it continues to evolve. Ben will introduce you to Adobe Document Services, a comprehensive set of APIs, connectors, and integrations for powering end-to-end digital document lifecycle solutions. Chris Hedge and Lonnie Stark will take on Experience Cloud and our powerful APIs and headless tools for experience creation, real-time customer data management, and exciting innovations in developer extensibility. With Experience Cloud, it has never been easier for you to build data-fueled digital experiences without compromise. It is the unique diversity of perspectives across our various areas of expertise, from commerce and content, from front-end and back-end development, analytics and AI, on device, in the cloud, and so many more, that help us not only see every facet of customer experience design and execution, but also uniquely orchestrate and add value to every step of a customer's journey. We're eager to partner with you to drive innovation and growth at unprecedented scale and speed for the benefit of our customers, partners, and developers around the world. Before I let you go, one small plug. We're hosting a hackathon October 6th, directly after the conference. Please don't miss this opportunity to have more hands-on experience. This is the second time we'll be bringing together Adobe developers from across the global Adobe Experience Cloud community with Adobe engineering teams to connect, collaborate, contribute, and create solutions using the latest Experience Cloud products and tooling. So follow the QR code there to learn more and to sign up. And did I say one plug, two plugs? If you happen to post anything on social media about the conference, please use the hashtag Adobe Developers. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to many conversations over the next 2 days and beyond. Please take it away, Lonnie.
Thanks, Jonathan. Hey, everyone. Super excited to be here with you for another 2-day event, Adobe Developers Live. And we've got jam-packed sessions across the 2 days on Adobe Experience Manager and how you can continue to innovate and extend it as a developer. So I want to give you an overview of what to expect over the next 2 days. And in a session following this, I have some exciting announcement about Project Firefly. So let's get started. First, in the area of Experience Manager sites, earlier this year, we released a set of GraphQL APIs that made it even easier for you to connect with AEM in a headless CMS manner. We've made significant improvements in the single page app editor, as well as being able to provide content fragment editor to be able to edit the fragments that can be connected and related to each other and delivered through these headless CMS capabilities. The second area is, besides being able to deliver content through all of these different devices with headless CMS, you also want to be able to quickly develop a site. We've heard you. And with the latest innovation around quick site creation, we're enabling developers and designers to be able to launch a website in less than 30 days. This takes advantage of being able to hook in AEM sites to all the other components of analytics, target, as well as core components that you can quickly customize to be able to build out a site. To learn more about this, go to an overview of this on adobe.com. There's a weekend tutorial, which was named that because we believe you could do this in less than a weekend. And there's also the site template builder documentation on our Experience League. Moving on to assets. Assets, one of the most exciting things that was announced during Summit was around content automation. And that is now available. And what this is it makes it possible for you as a developer to access all of the capabilities across Creative Cloud through APIs and be able to connect it with AEM so that you're able to do an action, like a Photoshop action, at scale on thousands of assets, tens of thousands of assets. And this is important because if you're thinking about a store where you have a lot of merchandise that you want to replace the background so that the viewer can just see the product, or be able to apply a filter to all the images of a new website or microsite so it has a similar look and feel, you can now do that with AEM Assets content automation. Great area to explore. Smart image optimization. We know that when we're browsing websites, mobile apps, it's all about speed. And as a developer, you need to build applications, websites that are image heavy, rich and engaging, but load quickly. And with smart imaging optimization, we're able to help you deliver faster page load times. It detects the device type and minimizes the file size to be able to deliver images 70% faster. Assets and Workfront. We've now enhanced the integrations for cloud service, on-prem, and managed services with the latest release of Connector 2.0 and native integration for cloud service. What this means is, as a developer and you're customizing AEM with Workfront to allow for greater ability to optimize content production, you're now able to use this connector or native integration to speed up your customization of Workfront and AEM assets. And in the area of Forms, Forms is now available on Cloud Service. As mentioned before, Cloud Service allows for continuous updates, the ability to scale and grow based on different seasonal requirements. Perhaps it's a time when you're expecting a lot of enrollment of forms, and to be always continuously available and security by default. And these are all capabilities that are now available for Forms as a cloud service. You may be wondering, I've been mentioning a lot of these cloud native capabilities, and if you're on-prem, you maybe wonder, how can you, if you're interested, migrate over to cloud service faster? We released Cloud Acceleration Manager. So if you're considering what it would actually take to take your on-prem development, customization deployments and move them to AEM Cloud Service, Cloud Acceleration Manager includes best practices assessments, as well as content transfer tools and a slew of other tools in the toolbox to help you as a developer not only plan and assess the order of magnitude to be able to transition over to cloud service, but then also be able to accelerate some of the steps that you need to be able to actually move over. So that was a lot of information I covered. Fear not. There's the next 2 days and 20 sessions across 3 time zones for you to not only engage with the content, but also ask questions of the product experts, the engineers who are actually working on building the product, as well as the product managers who are defining the requirements and who will be at each of the sessions presenting. Do ask them your questions, have a conversation with them through the chat, talk to the peers who are also at these sessions, and I do wish you a wonderful Adobe Developers Live wherever you are.
Hello, and thank you for joining us at Adobe Developers Live. My name is Chris Hedge, and I run product management for Adobe Commerce, formerly Magento Commerce. I'm excited to get to welcome you all today. The developer ecosystem has always been critical to the success of Magento, and that's no different for Adobe Commerce today. It starts with our extension marketplace, where developers have created over 4,000 extensions and integrations. With our open source core, so far in 2021, we've had over 12,000 code contributions to help improve the quality and capability of that core code base, submitted by 70 different partners and over 400 different individuals outside of Adobe. And developers take advantage of our market-leading extensibility to customize commerce experiences and core processes in order to deliver merchants' unique brand promises to their customers. In fact, we hear consistently how that flexibility is the #1 reason why technical implementers select Adobe as their commerce platform of choice. So whether you're a system integrator, extension developer, in-house engineer, or independent implementer, you bring our product to life for our customers. You provide the customizations that help them achieve their unique business goals, and you are quite simply what makes this product unique in the industry. Now, I typically talk about what we're working on to help merchants drive more revenue or to simplify their operations. But there are also a ton of exciting things we're doing right now to improve developer experience and empower you to deliver business results. We continue to provide the widest array of options for the customer experience with our headless first approach, coupled with our progressive web application UI framework. We're introducing composable SaaS services that complement the core commerce application services you're accustomed to working with. We're also partnering across Adobe Experience Cloud on an alternate extensibility framework that maintains our flexibility without breaking compatibility with the core. We're helping empower our developers with new site management and reliability tools, and we continue to simplify maintenance of the monolith application so that you spend more time adding new business value and less time performing required core upgrades. It's never been a better time to be an Adobe Commerce implementer. Let's learn more. Since we're a part of Adobe, we always like to start with the experience. In the next few months, you'll see key features and functionality across several major experience work streams. For our headless foundation, we'll be wrapping up B2B GraphQL coverage. And as we're now fully API first in all of our projects, we'll maintain full GraphQL coverage as new capabilities are delivered. We're introducing headless support for intelligent commerce with the Commerce Event Collection SDK that serves as the foundation for event publishing and subscription for any front-end framework. We're making several PWA enhancements, including support for server-side rendering and global theming capabilities using Tailwind CSS. We're improving storefront customization. You'll be able to extend the GraphQL schema to add business logic supporting UI components and build custom UI components and integrate them with PWA seamlessly. And finally, we're enhancing designer and developer experience with the Adobe XD Experienced Designers Toolkit for Commerce PWA and improvements to PWA Studio, CI/CD, and observability. As a commerce developer, you know that our core application is robust and powerful. And while we will continue to rely on and support the legacy monolith, we're on a journey to augment it with modern composable microservices. Why? Well, these new services will bring the always current zero maintenance benefits of SaaS. They'll also provide the flexibility to combine services in innovative new ways or to more easily plug in third-party or custom services when needed. Not to mention, my product team could not be more excited about the increased innovation velocity and ability to release new capabilities more frequently when compared to domains in the monolith. You've likely already noticed that new capabilities such as product recommendations and live search were introduced as SaaS services. In fact, you can expect that all significant new capabilities are going to be introduced this way. At the same time, we're beginning to build out our core commerce domain services, such as catalog, inventory, and pricing, as SaaS microservices. We're doing this gradually and in a targeted fashion where those services are needed to support other new development. This does not mean the monolith is going away. Those legacy PHP services will remain in place, allowing merchants the flexibility of when and how to adopt SaaS services, or to continue to use the monolith service in the event of business-critical customizations. And best of all, for those merchants who are already using headless or PWA, the GraphQL layer will make all this service transition transparent to the experience layer. Now, of course, the hallmark of Adobe Commerce is about providing the most flexibility and extensibility of any commerce platform today, down to the unique ability to customize the very core services that we offer. But to integrate and customize commerce today, front-end developers must collaborate with back-end developers and system administrators in a complex manual process that decelerates innovation. And it gets more complicated when you're integrating additional systems. That's why we're excited to be collaborating across the Adobe Experience Cloud on a unified developer experience that supports the software development lifecycle with opinionated tools and a common extensibility framework. Leveraging Adobe I/O, commerce developers will be able to extend and evolve your storefronts and back office experience without breaking compatibility with the core. Extend Commerce, GraphQL, and REST APIs with no-code and low-code integration with those of other Adobe Experience Cloud products and third-party APIs. Connect all your systems with Adobe Commerce using our powerful middleware and benefit from a centralized developer experience across Commerce and other Adobe applications. This new extensibility platform will provide systems integrators in a better way to efficiently customize processes, integrate systems, and deploy new capabilities, all while maintaining SaaS-like upgradability. We've talked about several things we're excited about to help turbocharge developer innovation. But we know being an engineer isn't all about building sexy new business capabilities. Often, you just need to roll up your sleeves and do the dirty work of supporting your production site. To that end, we've also been working on site management and reliability tools aimed at helping you be the hero when something goes awry, or even better, by catching it before it does. We know it can be challenging to apply new Adobe Commerce updates when your implementation has significant code customizations. The Upgrade Compatibility tool programmatically identifies potential places where code conflicts may occur ahead of time, making it faster and less costly to apply required upgrades. The site-wide analysis tool is like having a personal commerce support rep on your team. It provides end-to-end analysis of your site and provides recommendations around configurations, performance, or third-party extensions to improve your site health. Observability for Adobe Commerce presents insights from log data across the entire stack against a common timeline to help you detect potential errors with application architecture, scale, or performance, and quickly see usage stats, errors, or alerts thresholds so that you can proactively address potential problems. Best of all three of these tools are available now for use. and we continue to improve them all the time based on feedback from our developer community. And finally, while merchants love the power and flexibility of Adobe Commerce, we hear extensive feedback about the need to lighten core releases and reduce the effort associated with maintenance. That's a driving force for composable services in our new extensibility model, but we know that's going to be an evolution, and some customers with high customization needs are going to need to continue to use select legacy services. So we continue to make it faster and cheaper to perform required upgrades. First, as I mentioned previously, you'll see no more significant feature development delivered via core releases. Monolith releases will deliver security and compliance, plus critical quality and performance changes, emphasizing lean upgrades and stability of legacy capabilities. Next, we'll be making greater use of the quality patch tool to deliver non-essential core changes, including community contributions, outside of our core required upgrade versions. This makes these improvements available faster and makes it simpler to find and apply only the patches that are applicable to your business. As a result of decoupling all other development from the core, we're also able to streamline our core release strategy. We have no plans at this time to introduce a new minor version of Adobe Commerce. We're also reducing required core upgrades from 4 to 3 next year, and timing the release of our first update to be closer to the release of the latest version of PHP. Be sure to preview our 2022 release calendar and learn more about how our support policy will be changing to align with PHP at devdocs.magento.com/release. I hope you're as excited about Adobe Developers Live as we are. I've only scratched the surface of what's going on with developer experience for Adobe Commerce. Fortunately, there are several fantastic sessions on the agenda to explore PWA, GraphQL, Page Builder, and the extensibility on Adobe I/O. What's more, you can join us for some hands-on coding with our Page Builder Contribution Day or our PWA Hackathon. And with that, I'd like to hand off to Aubrey Cattell, VP of Creative Cloud Developer Platform. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Chris, for the handoff, and welcome, everyone. Let me say at the outset, I hope you and your loved ones are all keeping safe, notwithstanding the challenges of the last 18 months. So my name is Aubrey Cattell, and I'm the new VP for the Creative Cloud Developer Program. And it's great to be joining you here at Developers Live for the very first time. Now, in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to give you a brief overview of how you can integrate with or build on Creative Cloud. And if this content resonates with you, please join my team for some of the deep dive sessions during the conference that I'll highlight at the end. So for those who may be coming from the Experience Cloud side of Adobe's business, let me start quickly with what Creative Cloud is. You can think about the Creative Cloud in 3 layers. First are our applications and services and plugins. Next are asset and collaboration services, and then finally our foundational services. So at the app layer, this includes our iconic desktop apps like Illustrator and Photoshop and InDesign, as well as our mobile applications, new ones like Fresco and ones that we've brought to mobile like Photoshop and Lightroom. And then finally, the creative tooling that we're building for the web, which is very much an active area of development. Then the second layer, the asset and collaboration services. This includes things like cloud documents, libraries, review and commenting, design ingredients like fonts and stock. And then finally, there's a third layer, and these is really the foundational services that we build on, things like identity, runtime, storage, and search. Now, our journey with Creative Cloud has really been from desktop apps to mobile and now onto the web, and services are playing an increasingly important role in how we support our customers. We have things like stock and fonts so that our users have design assets at their fingertips, review and comment so that they can collaborate with their teams, and CC libraries so that we can enable brand consistency for our users wherever they are. And when we took a step back and looked at and thought about our product Zen for the Creative Cloud Developer Platform, it's really about putting Creative Cloud everywhere. We want to improve our customers' creative capacity and velocity with Creative Cloud powered experiences wherever and however they work. And we do that by powering the world's largest open developer platform for creativity. Now, when we think about why we're building this platform and why it's important to Adobe, there's a few reasons. First, we rely on the platform ourselves to power first-party experiences integrations like the new startup screen. Second, the developer platform is key for filling product gaps. And is actually, this is the reason for the majority of in-app plugins, many of which are developed by individuals or small teams or even our customers. Third reason is the developer platform is critical to facilitate connections to third parties. Our customers, beyond just working better or faster within a specific Creative Cloud app, it's getting more and more important to them to be able to collaborate with different teams and stakeholders across a custom tool stack. And our integrations with Slack, Monday.com, or Rike are just a few examples here. Finally, our platform enables building solutions on demand and tailored to the needs of enterprise customers. And this is where many of you come in, using our APIs to tailor experiences for your partners and customers that are building solutions in-house. Not surprisingly, we consider extensibility to be the connective tissue around all of these efforts. That's what enables our customers and you to develop new, customized, and deeply integrated workflows and features for Creative Cloud. So let's talk a little bit about the product pillars of extensibility, and we have 3 of them. The first is in-app extensibility, second is cloud extensibility, and the third is distribution. So let me say a little bit more about each of those pillars. In terms of in-app extensibility, Creative Cloud allows for integrations and plugins across the majority of our apps using 2 technologies, CEP and UXP, which I'll talk about more in a moment. In terms of cloud extensibility, that's really about how we've exposed App Engine APIs for Photoshop and InDesign, with more apps to follow, and our open content services, which are either publicly available or soon will be. And then when we think on the distribution front, that's about exposing plugins in a variety of new ways that I'll describe. So let's start with some of the highlights for in-app extensibility. A few years back, we introduced UXP, the Unified Extensibility Platform. Now, UXP is a shared technology stack that delivers a unified modern JavaScript engine that's more performant, reliable, and secure. We made UXP available to third-party developers for Adobe XD in 2018, and we made it available for Photoshop last year at Max. And now we have over 400 UXP plugins available. That's on top of, and in addition to the few thousand that are on CEP or C++. Now, when you think about cloud extensibility, we've launched the first APIs to integrate with Creative Cloud libraries, and we just released the first version of an asset browser that speeds up your development even further. And I think my slides aren't quite catching up here. Oh, there we go. So cloud extensibility. Again, first APIs to integrate with Creative Cloud libraries. We released the first version of an asset browser so you have a common component to speed up your development even more. So now developers can expose CC library assets across countless services, whether it's a website builder, a whiteboarding tool, or even PowerPoint. Finally, let me say a few words about distribution. We've added a new plugin marketplace in the Creative Cloud desktop app, which is really the home base for all of our users, as well as the admin console that's used by mid-tier and enterprise customers, admins for deployment. Our goal here is to give our developers better visibility for their solutions and make it easier for our end customers to find and deploy plugins, especially across larger teams. So now what I'd like to do is I want to show you a quick video, which is from our Make More campaign for plugins and integrations. This gives you a good idea and overview of what plugins can help end customers with. And with that, let's hit play. So that was a great overview of a number of plugins in practice from user perspective. And you saw, a variety of logos at the end there, from whiteboarding tools to project management tools to other creative tooling. I want to end with some of the extensibility themes that are really driving how we think about where we want to take our developer platform next. So the first is consistent. We want to make it easy for developers to use multiple APIs so that there's this common currency that they understand. We also want to be comprehensive. We're thinking about how do we give developers access to a wider range of highly functional services. And as we build more creative tooling for the web, this is going to be an area of significant emphasis. And finally, self-service, right? How do we let developers jump right in and build and explore on their own with the kind of solutions that make it easy for them to quickly deploy a new plugin? So with that in mind, I'd invite you to check out your opportunities to develop for Creative Cloud. We have a couple sessions that you can jump into and learn about on the developer live site. The first is if you're interested in building plugins for Adobe Photoshop and XD utilizing UXP, Carrie is hosting a session there. And then on the cloud extensibility front, if you'd like an introduction to our Creative Cloud App Engine APIs, for example, batch processing with Photoshop, Landon has a session for that. And then finally, if you'd like an intro to Creative Cloud libraries and our asset browser APIs, Sid's covering that material. Finally, if you'd like to go deeper later into what the Creative Cloud Developer Platform offers, you can just go to www.adobe.io/creative-cloud to learn more. So thanks everyone for tuning in to learn about developing for Creative Cloud. With that, I want to hand you over to Ben for an overview on Document Cloud.
Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to be here today. I am Ben Vanderberg, Principal Developer Evangelist for Adobe Document Cloud. Our mission with Document Cloud is to power digital document experiences across all platforms. We want to help everyone be more productive by bringing the tools to the apps that people use every day. We also want to help automate common manual document tasks through automated workflows. And we want to empower you, developers, to create connected experiences with your apps and build the best customer experiences. So with these pillars in mind, Adobe Document Cloud helps by providing both apps and API solutions to help achieve these goals. Some of these tools may be already familiar to you, and some of these may be new to you today. Now, every single one of us here has opened a PDF document, and most likely, you probably opened that in Adobe Acrobat or Acrobat Reader across desktop, web, and mobile. People depend on these tools to create, view, collaborate on, edit, and optimize PDF documents. And we also have apps that are popular like Adobe Scan to help you turn your phone into a portable scanner to digitize your paper documents. And if you haven't used that, go check it out. These apps help you be more productive, especially today in this modern hybrid workplace. We also have Adobe Sign, which helps you capture e-signatures and validate the identity of signers as they sign. And then we have Adobe Document Services, which are our cloud APIs that empower you to create digital document experiences. And we use these same APIs to power some of our first-party apps like Acrobat and Adobe Sign, as well as our first-party integrations into ecosystems like Microsoft, Salesforce, Google Workplace, and others. We also integrate into our digital experience solutions like Adobe Experience Manager, Adobe Commerce, Marketo, and others. With Adobe Document Services, we're making APIs available for all developers to be able to do more and integrate digital document experiences into your apps and help solve those challenges that people have with documents across your apps. We make it easy by providing REST APIs and SDKs for a variety of languages like Node, Java, Python, .NET, and even low-code solutions like Microsoft Power Automate. So as this is a developer conference, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into some of these APIs. Let's start with Document Generation API. I've often seen in many different scenarios where you could have 30 different variations of almost the same document. 95% of it is the same, but except for slight variations. Managing this can be challenging, and we think we can make this much simpler. So Adobe Document Generation API allows you to take your Microsoft Word documents and merge it with JSON data from your apps. Those documents can be generated as Word or PDFs. And while this is a simple concept, this can get really complex as there's a lot of logic that people have that they want to incorporate into templates. This is often left to developers to build those templates. And we want to make that much easier. So what we've done is we've created an add-in into Microsoft Word, which makes it easy for you to be able to take your JSON data from your application and use it to then tag your templates inside of Word. Now you'll notice you don't really have to be a developer or understand the structure of the data to place tags in a document template. It's really, really simple. And you can just click and insert. But we've gone one step further because documents can get quite complex. You may have arrays of data that you want to insert into documents as like a table, or you might have certain sections that you only want to show based on certain criteria. And so we've also made that easy for you by being able to add that logic directly into your templates, set those conditional sections in the document, and even add things like Adobe Sign tags to make documents ready for e-signature. Now, why is this helpful? Well, this way, content creators can hand you documents that are ready to be connected to your applications. So as developers, you don't have to be stuck putting tags and redesigning a document. Those could be provided to you, and you can easily make the connection there. So then we have Adobe Sign API, which allows you to take your e-signature experiences and integrate them directly into your apps. Here we can see within this web app, we have an inline document, and we can see the information merged into there. And it's simple to then capture a signature from a user directly inside of there. We can also capture that on a mobile device and also add things like high-level identity verification, like government ID verification or qualified signatures that are all supported to provide confidence in the identity of that signer. For other types of scenarios where you have PDFs that don't require a signature, but you still need to process them, PDF Services API allow you to take many of the actions that people use Acrobat for and use them in the cloud. You can analyze the properties of a document, enhance them using OCR, make them searchable. You can create or combine PDFs together, or even export PDFs into other Office document formats. They're really your tool set for being able to process and work with documents in your apps. As another scenario, I'm sure all of us have seen a PDF on a website, and it's not always a great experience. You often have to download the PDF to your computer, and it takes you away from the whole website. As a web developer, this is also extremely frustrating because you don't have control of the user experience, and you don't have the analytics to measure and understand how people are interacting with PDF content. So PDF Embed API is a client-side library that allows you to be able to render PDFs and mix them with your HTML content. And you have full control as a developer with JavaScript events to customize that experience exactly how you want it. And all this information can also be integrated into Adobe Analytics or other analytics software to measure things like how long do people spend on certain pages? Do they copy text out of the PDFs? Do they search for certain things, and so forth? So it's really helpful to create a great integrated experience. And then we have PDF Extract API, which takes PDFs and turns it into JSON data. Now, if you're not familiar, sometimes extracting data from PDFs can be very tedious. Many times there are libraries out there that can pull information out, but it doesn't understand the reading order, which often causes a lot of overhead because it's unreliable parsing. So PDF Extract API uses Adobe Sensei, AI, and machine learning to analyze and understand the structure of the document and the reading order in any PDF. It gives you really a much greater understanding of the content. So for example, if you have a table or a list that spans across different pages, it can be particularly difficult to parse. But with PDF Extract API, because it understands the structure, it also will pull that and give you the styling, location, and table information so you can pull that out. And because it's all JSON data, any developer can then understand and process that data. It's extremely powerful. And it's ideal for use cases where you might want to, say, republish content in PDF to other formats. You might want to run data analysis on documents or import information into databases or CRMs. So as you can see, we've been busy. We have a lot of different services that are available here, and I hope you can see that these really can help create connected digital document experiences. So to learn more, we have a lot of sessions here over the next 2 days. Our team of experts are here to help you learn and answer any of your questions. And I look forward to seeing many of you in the sessions, but thank you. And I'm going to hand it off to Allison.
Thank you, Ben. Hi, my name is Allison Lidgemeyer, and I oversee our Adobe Experience Cloud feedback panel. I'm excited to provide a quick overview of the feedback panel as a way for your voice to be heard during the development cycle. It is critical to hear from those of you who use our products in order to build the technology that you need. And we want to hear from you. We need everyone from developers to prospects to help us shape our solutions. I do want to point out that while it is called the Adobe Experience Cloud Feedback Panel, please know we need Creative Cloud and Document Cloud developers when evaluating integrations. And while we need all types of developers, there are 2 types that we are looking for right now: Magento developers and system admins. Now stick with me for a minute while I discuss the benefits of joining our feedback panel. The feedback panel is a place for you to opt in and tell us what type of activities you want to participate in. Most of these activities take place prior to release. However, some will happen post-release, such as benchmarks. When we start recruiting for a feedback activity, the panel is the first place we go to find candidates to join. Now, what type of activities will you participate in? You get to choose. It could be surveys, usability testing, alpha testing, beta testing, strategic input. It's up to you. Now, you may be thinking, why would I even want to join? It's simple. You get to talk directly to product experts who have the ability to make changes based on your input. It also prepares you for technology to come, so a head start on any development work that you may need to do or want to do. And best of all, anybody and everybody is welcome. So please share this with your colleagues also. I know, I had you by slide 2, but finally, here is your chance to sign up. It's simple. Copy the URL or take a picture of the QR code. Then 1, complete the short questionnaire about your job responsibilities and sign a participation agreement. 2, you will immediately receive an email to activate your membership. Please be sure to do this as it's a double opt-in. Then within 24 hours, you will receive a welcome study focused on your company and industry. And then finally, based on your profile, you will begin receiving invitations for activities we're recruiting for. I want to thank you for your time, and we look forward to having you participate in upcoming feedback opportunities. And now I'll hand you off to Jonathan to share his final thoughts with you. Have a good one.
Thank you, Allison. And please do take advantage of the feedback panel Allison just described to help us better connect with you and deliver the capabilities, content, and community that you need. And thank you, Aubrey, Ben, Lonnie, and Chris. It's incredibly exciting to share what we're working on. And just to be clear, there will be even more announcements during the conference. And please, throughout the conference, check out our booth areas and try to learn, earn, and win with Experience League to earn Adobe swag. It's easy to say. If you haven't already, please use this time to review the agenda. I myself will be attending the Cloud Native Extensibility for Experience Cloud session coming up next. Hope to see you there.